Screams filled the air as people ran in panic. "It's a monster! It killed someone," they shouted. The streets were in chaos. Amid the fleeing crowd stood Yi Tian, stunned and motionless. His gaze locked onto the massive creature ahead. "So, that's a monster," he thought, wide-eyed. The beast growled, blood-red eyes gleaming with fury. Mist mixed with blood escaped its jaws. Suddenly, it lunged toward a small girl nearby, claws outstretched. Yi Tian acted on instinct. He grabbed the girl and dove to the side just in time. Gasping for breath, he stared at the creature. "It's too fast. I can't outrun that thing." In that moment, a powerful figure crashed down between him and the monster. A tall man in a red cape, wielding a massive sword, stood his ground. Without hesitation, the man slammed his sword into the street. The ground cracked open from the impact. But the monster leapt back, dodging the strike with ease. The creature crouched low, growling, bloodlust radiating from its eyes. A faint blue aura began to glow around the swordsman. "Sorry I'm late," he muttered, eyes fixed on the beast. His face was tense, veins bulging. Yi Tian asked, "Who are you?" The man replied calmly, "Captain Gale Wolf." Then, glancing back, he said, "Protect the girl." Yi Tian nodded, still shaken. Captain Gale Wolf charged, sword clashing violently with the monster's claws. "Tough one," he muttered. He swung with both hands, but the wolf dodged again. The battle escalated. Sword strikes met furious claw swipes. The captain narrowed his eyes. Silvermoon wolves, their speed is no joke. Suddenly, 3 more swordsmen in black and blue dropped in to assist. The monster looked up in shock as the trio struck the ground. But the beast darted away and raced toward the captain. All 3 allies rushed in, surrounding the wolf. Their blades pierced the creature together, blood splattered. The monster howled in rage. Its fur turned crimson as red energy engulfed its body. It had entered bloodburst mode. Its aura grew violent. The team fell back as the berserk wolf dashed away, leaving red trails in its wake. Captain Gale Wolf smirked. "It's not getting away." Far above, on a nearby rooftop, a shadow moved. A girl drew her bow, aimed, and fired. The arrow flew. The wolf sensed it, too late. The arrow struck its neck. The beast stumbled and collapsed. The captain watched with satisfaction. "Still too weak for my team." A glowing screen appeared before Yi Tian. Monster, Silvermoon Wolf. Blood talent, low tier. Speed talent, novice tier. Yi Tian stared in disbelief. 2 talents. In this world, talent levels were everything. Weak tier, low tier, novice tier, mid tier, high tier. This wasn't the end. It was only the beginning. Yi Tian stared at the fading notification in front of him and mumbled, "Are these the monster's talents?" Though the beast lay still, its leg twitched weakly. Captain Gale Wolf's team, believing the battle won, had already lowered their guard. But the monster was far from dead, it trembled and dragged itself slowly across the ground. Suddenly, Captain Gale Wolf shouted, "Watch out!" The monster let out a deafening roar. The team froze, caught off guard. Panic flickered in their eyes, unsure whether to retreat or finish it off. The captain turned to Yi Tian urgently. "Get out of here. It's not safe." But Yi Tian didn't move. A twisted smile spread across his face. "This is perfect," he thought. In a blur, he sprinted toward the injured monster. Energy gathered in his bare fist. With one clean strike, he made contact, just enough for his hidden ability to activate. A glowing notification appeared. The monster's talent has been successfully copied. Without hesitation, Yi Tian jumped and smashed the creature's back with another brutal blow. His body moved wildly, fists slamming down over and over. Each strike triggered the same message, confirming the talents were being copied again and again. Blood sprayed as he kept hitting, transformed into something monstrous himself. His fists were relentless, his expression twisted with delight. He looked possessed, grinning like a devil, eyes wild. The monster had long stopped moving, but Yi Tian didn't notice. His fists didn't stop. Blood covered his arms. He looked as if he was enjoying every second of the violence. Then, someone grabbed his wrist. It was Captain Gale Wolf. Calm but firm, he stopped Yi Tian mid-swing. "It's over," the captain said. He turned to his squad. "Clean this up." As Gale Wolf walked away, he looked back at Yi Tian and said, "Once you become a martial warrior, come find me. I'd welcome you to the Gale Wolf squad." Yi Tian nodded silently, his breathing slowing, the blood still dripping from his hands. That evening, back home, Yi Tian stood at the sink, washing blood off his face and hands. Red water swirled down the drain. He stared at his reflection in silence, then sighed. "Today was the first time I saw a real monster," he thought. And it was 10 times more terrifying than the stories. Later, in his room, he sat quietly, thinking. Can monster talents fuse with humans? This idea had crossed his mind before, but this time it felt urgent. Dangerous. Possibly life-threatening. Still, his resolve remained. He bit down on a towel, bracing himself. He didn't want to scream. He didn't want to scare his sister. His hands trembled slightly, but his eyes were focused. No matter what it takes, he thought. I will become stronger. Yi Tian began fusing the monster's talent into his body. Notifications flashed in front of him, speed talent, initiating copy. He clenched a cloth between his teeth as unbearable pain surged through him. Falling to the floor, he scratched at the ground, trying to endure the agony. It felt like every bone in his body was breaking apart. His leg twisted, then broke. His body disfigured as if it were being torn from the inside. The pain was overwhelming. He believed the fusion had failed. Looking at his leg trembling in pain, despair filled him. Thoughts of his sister crossed his mind. Was this the end for him? The next morning, Yi Tian lay unconscious on the floor. He gasped and sat up, confused. His leg had definitely been broken the night before. He tried kicking, and to his surprise, his leg moved effortlessly. A faint trail of red energy followed the motion, identical to the Silver Moon Wolf's. His body felt lighter, faster. Checking his status window, it read. Human, Yi Tian. Cultivation talent, mid-tier. Speed talent, novice tier. He had successfully copied the wolf's speed. In the grove at the 5th Academy, red trails marked Yi Tian's path as he dashed at blinding speed. He leapt into the air and landed with a burst of red energy. To test his ability, he raced toward a falling leaf and caught it midair. The swiftness of the Silver Moon Wolf is awesome, he said, amazed. He found a quiet spot to meditate, sitting in a lotus position. He began cultivating his body technique, forming a small air vortex at his chest. As he focused, he thought, my speed may rival a martial master's, but my strength is still lacking. If only I could speed up my cultivation. Zhang Bao called out cheerfully, Yi Tian. You look sturdier, did you break through the martial apprentice stage? He leaned in and whispered, want to get stronger faster? Drink monster blood. That's my secret. Yi Tian was stunned. He remembered all the Silver Moon Wolf blood he'd wasted. The idea of drinking it had never even crossed his mind. Zhang Bao continued, the higher-ups at Linhai Base opened a new wild zone outside the city. It's an exam field for the 5 major academies. The prize? Monster blood. Yi Tian asked, what's the threat level there? Lo, Zhang Bao replied. Only beasts, descendants of monsters, are left. Nothing crazy. He smiled. Join my squad for the exam. Yi Tian made a funny face. Next time. Inside, he knew the truth. He couldn't risk teaming up. He couldn't reveal his hidden ability.